Hello and welcome to RTM News. My name is Emmy Akura Adaa. I'll be taking a look at the stories coming in our segment for tonight, starting with the first story in South Africa. Zuma supporters to rally behind him in Honeycomb 500,000 rand defamation case. Former President Jacob Zuma supporters intend to bolstering him again during his next round in court. There is a time as fellow ANC member Derek Honeycomb is suing him for 500,000 rand for allegedly defaming him by tweeting that he is a known enemy agent. We vowed that we are going to be behind President Zuma through and through, said she's the chairperson of the Radical Economic Transformation Champions. We have noted with regret the fact that one who is supposed to be our own, Derek Honeycomb, has taken President Zuma to court, and I think it's about time that he feels and realizes the black power. We are going to be there in our numbers to support President Zuma. Staying in this segment, DA leader Mmusi Maimane challenges the legality of NHI bill. The DA has questioned the constitutionality of the National Health Insurance Bill and has written to National Assembly Speaker Thandi Modise to get legal opinion on it. The NHI bill, which was formally tabled before Parliament last week, seeks to have a universal healthcare system controlled by the state, coming at a cost of 250 billion rand. The bill, if passed, will see most of healthcare institutions in the country being free of charge. As it stands, there are public and private healthcare institutions, with the latter mostly used by the affording few who have medical aid. The NHI system aims to remove the affordability factor in the healthcare sector. And in the last story coming in this segment, 4 men linked to adoption and murder of a police officer arrested. 4 people have been arrested in connection with the murder of a police officer in Free State. Sergeant Coles Mokoena, 44, attached to the Free State Provincial Security Intelligence, was apparently kidnapped in a Free State on August 2nd and robbed of his state vehicle and electronic equipment. On August 8, the body of Mokoena and that of a civilian were found dumped near the Basotho Cultural Village in Free State. His state vehicle was found abandoned in Lesotho following a joint operation by the Hawks Serious Organized Crime Investigation Unit, Police Crime Intelligence, and the Tactical Response Team arrested 4 people at the weekend. After a short break, we will continue in Africa. Stay tuned.
Education and entertainment, for spiritual messages uplifting your soul. We are here. RTM, 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 Redemption Television Ministries, redeeming lives is our focus. For quality programs, we're here. Education and entertainment, for spiritual messages uplifting your soul. We are here. RTM, 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 Redemption Television Ministries, redeeming lives is our focus. For quality programs, we're here. Education and entertainment, for spiritual messages uplifting your soul. We are here. RTM, RTM, Redemption Television Ministries, redeeming lives.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Top ally of Malawi president resigned after U.S. ban over corruption. Uladi Musa, a senior aide to Malawi President Peter Mutharika, resigned his position following a corruption indictment by the United States in July 2019. Musa, till August 8, was a presidential advisor on parliamentary affairs. He tendered his resignation to the president days to his appearance before court over a corruption case. Despite standing down from government, he still maintains his role as a vice president of the ruling Progressive Party for the Central Region. The state accusing him of misdealing in the issuance of Malawi citizenship to 50 foreigners. The privately owned Malawi National newspaper reported. The report quoted a U.S. Embassy Public Affairs Officer Douglas Johnston as saying Washington was encouraged by the resignation. Staying in this segment, a stricter movement along Rwanda-DRC border. The Democratic Republic of Congo border with Rwanda is under high guard as the movement across is very restricted. The Rwanda authorities were worried that the highly contagious Ebola virus can cross into its border, advising its citizens against traveling to the DRC unless in urgency. For Congolese officials, Rwanda's response is not only based on health grounds but also for security reasons. According to an anonymous source, some Rwandan army personnel have defected into Congo, and Kigali doesn't want a repeat of that incident. At least 1,800 people have been killed in the Ebola epidemic that had struck the DRC this year so far. Taking a look at the last story coming in this segment, over 500 rescue migrants remain stranded at sea. Stranded rescued migrants are still at sea with nowhere to dock, at least for now. The 507 migrants are aboard two charity ships, Ocean Viking and Open Arms. The former is run by Doctors Without Borders with the Franco-German charity SOS Mediterranean. It rescued 81 people last Sunday and another 105 on Monday, totaling 356 people. Spanish Open Arms has been at sea for the past 12 days and still waiting for a safe port to disembark the 151 rescued migrants. 8 people with health issues were taken by a rescue dinghy to Malta on Monday. Italy has said Spain should accept the Open Arms and has maintained its closed port policy. Spain's socialist government accepted the Aquarius rescue boat last year after a similar standoff. However, it has since hardened its position, saying the Open Arms should look for a closer port. Last week, the European Union's executive called on member states to show solidarity and find a solution for the ships. And these are all the stories we have for you in this segment. After the short break, we'll be taking a look at our Nigerian stories. Stay tuned.
Programs were education and entertainment, for spiritual messages uplifting your soul. We are here. RTM, 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 Redemption Television Ministries, redeeming lives is our focus. For quality programs, Wahi, education and entertainment, for spiritual messages uplifting your soul. We are here. RTM, 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 Redemption Television Ministries, redeeming lives is our focus. For quality programs, Wahi, education and entertainment, for spiritual messages uplifting your soul. We are here. RTM, 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 RTM,
Welcome back. A Nigerian student called for expulsion of South Africans. National Association of Nigerian Students is calling for the expulsion of South Africans and protests at South African-owned businesses. The students have been staging protests across Nigeria's major city in the past 2 weeks to express their anger over the continuous xenophobic attacks on Nigerian citizens in South Africa. The protests were triggered by the death of Elizabeth Ndubisi Chukwu, the Director General of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, at a hotel in Johannesburg on June 13. Autopsy results revealed that she had been strangled. The association has given South African-owned businesses in the country an ultimatum of 1 week to leave the country. And here we are talking about nearly 120 companies, including the Stanbic Bank, Shoprite, South Africa Airways, MultiChoice, and mobile operator MTN. Staying in Nigeria, Sanwo-Olu picks Igbokwe, ex-commissioners, others as cabinet nominees. The spokesperson for the All Progressive Congress in Lagos, Joe Igbokwe, has made the list of the new commissioner and special advisor designate of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration. Igbokwe created controversy on Tuesday after saying on a television station that anyone who criticized the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration for non-performance was a liar from her. Also on the list were former Governor aspirant Tokumbo Wahab and the former Commissioners for Women Affairs and Transportation, Mrs. Lola Akande and Prince Anofi Elegusi, respectively. A statement on Tuesday by the Deputy Chief Secretary to the Governor, Mr. Boyega Akosile, stated that Sanwo-Olu had already transmitted the list to the State House of Assembly. These came 4 weeks after the Governor sent 25 names to the lawmakers for screening. The second list consisted of 13 names, making a total of 38 nominees. Taking a look at the last story coming in this segment, National Unity Northern Coalition accuses Tinubu of double standards. The coalition of northern groups has accused the former Lagos State Governor and national leader of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, of political doublespeak regarding the unity of the country, saying his actions betray his utterances. The coalition said it read some news reports on Monday, August 11, 2019, with the caption, "Let's work for growth, not separation," attributed to comments made by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed, and is compared to make a reaction because of the inaccuracies it conveyed. The comments made by Tinubu only succeeded in further exposing his hypocrisy and obsession with a double standard with regard to his role in causing the present high political polarization in Nigeria and the deterioration of trust in the current administration. The CNG said in a statement by its spokesperson, Abdulaziz Suleiman. After the short break, we'll be taking a look at our international stories. Stay tuned.
Programs were education and entertainment for spiritual messages uplifting your soul. We are here. Education and entertainment for spiritual messages uplifting. Uplifting your soul, we are here.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the stories coming in this segment. Family of Irish teen found dead in Malaysia won't seek criminal probe, says a lawyer. The family of an Irish girl whose naked body was found near a Malaysian jungle stream will not demand a criminal investigation into the incident, the lawyer said this morning, leaving it up to the police to decide the next course of action. Police on Tuesday found the body of Nora Ain Corinne, 15, who suffered learning difficulties 10 days after she went missing from a rainforest resort in Seremban, about 70 kilometers south of the Malaysian capital of Kuala Lumpur. Results of an autopsy are expected later in the day, police said. Staying in this segment, White House are preparing executive order to police social media firms. The White House has drafted an executive order which would effectively allow the government to police social media moderation. According to reports, the move would limit the legal protection given to social media companies over the content published or taken down on their site, therefore giving U.S. government agencies say over how social media companies curate content. It appears to be the latest development in Donald Trump's war on what he claims is a bias against conservative views on sites such as Facebook and Twitter. And taking a look at the last story coming in this segment, Italy's Savani says the citizen income scheme needs review, paper reported. Italy's Deputy Prime Minister Matteo Salvini said this morning that the citizens' income scheme introduced earlier this year would need a review if the League won elections. With our government, pension reform plans are untouchable. It would rather be necessary to reassess the citizens' income, Salvini said in an interview in Daily Corriere della Sera. Salvini, who is also Interior Minister in a year-old coalition with the anti-establishment Five-Star Party, said last week the governing alliance had become unworkable and said he wanted elections as soon as October. Salvini, who is the head of the right-wing league, said he would want Cabinet Under Secretary Giancarlo to be Treasury Minister if his party won elections. And those are all the stories we have for you in our international stories. After the short break, we'll be taking a look at our sports stories. Stay tuned.
Education and entertainment, for spiritual messages uplifting your soul, we are here. RTM, 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 Redemption Television Ministries, redeeming lives is our focus. For quality programs, Wahi, education and entertainment, for spiritual messages uplifting your soul, we are here. RTM, 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 Redemption Television Ministries, redeeming lives is our focus. For quality programs, Wahi, education and entertainment, for spiritual messages uplifting your soul, we are here. RTM, 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 Redemption Television Ministries, redeeming lives.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the stories coming in our sports story. Man City fined but avoid transfer ban for breaching FIFA rules on under-18 signings. Manchester City have avoided a transfer ban after admitting breaching FIFA rules on signing youth players. The Premier League champions have been fined 370 Swiss francs, £315,000. FIFA said City breached Article 19 of its regulations. International transfer of players are only permitted the player is over the age of 18. City say the breaches, which all occurred before December 2016, were as a result of misinterpretation of the regulations in question. Staying in the sports story, US Open, Coco Gauff handed white card for flushing medals. American teenager Coco Gauff has been awarded a white card for the women's single at the US Open this month. Gauff 15 became the youngest player in the Open era to qualify for the main draw at the Wimbledon, beating former world number 1 Venus Williams and en route to the fourth round. The 2011 champion Sam Stosur will join Gauff in the main draw at the US Open after also accepting a white card. The tournament begins at the Flushing Meadows in New York on August 26. And in the last story coming in this segment, Georgia Flanagan, Bradford Bulls hawker gets 8-game ban for testicle attack. Bradford hawker Georgia Flanagan has been banned for 8 games for a grade F attack to the testicles in his side's championship loss to Toronto on August 4th. At the independent tribunal hearing, the 32-year-old was deemed to have made contact with Toronto fullback Hakim while making a tackle. Flanagan has also been fined £250 and will miss the rest of the season. In addition, the ex-Hamlet player will miss the opening 5 games next term. And those are all the stories we have for you on News for tonight. See you again tomorrow, same time, same station. Do have a wonderful evening.
Redemption Television Ministries, redeeming lives is our focus. Well, for quality programs, why education and